Hello, welcome to Captain Dorja's Armory. This is Captain Dorja. We're on the 8.8 test server, and we're going to look at some battles in the Object 416. This is the new Soviet Tier 8 medium tank. It's really, really flat, as you can see right here. This is a really bizarre tank. It's really light. It's got really low hit points. Basically no gun depression. Virtually no armor. Incredibly powerful gun. You basically have the gun of a T-54 on a Tier 8. It's a really powerful gun. Definitely the strong suit of this tank is, as I just said a minute ago, it's really powerful gun. It's got a weird turret. The gun can only traverse about 70 to 80 degrees to either side, so you don't even have a 180 degree gun arc like in a T110E4. And the way I'm swinging my mouse cursor right now is sort of about your approximate gun arc with this tank, so it's very, very bizarre. Now, before we get into the actual battles with this, I'm going to come right out and say it. I had a really hard time with this tank. I only played a few battles. I think I played maybe 5 or 6 battles in it. This tank, I think, is going to be one of those tanks that once you master it, becomes an absolute terror. But until you've played probably 50 games in it or something, and have really gotten used to all the quirks of this particular tank, which there are a lot of, it's going to be very hard. And the amount of games that I played was definitely not enough to really kind of grasp what this tank is. So kind of keep that in mind, that you're seeing some of the first couple of battles that I played in it, and this is not the kind of tank that you can just jump into and instantly, bam, you're the master. Maybe you can do that, I guess, actually, but I can't do that. So just kind of keep that in mind. So yeah, prattled on enough. Let's get things into action. Let's take this sucker out into battle. Hello, this is Captain Dorja's Armory, and this is Captain Dorja, and I found the biggest douchebag ever immediately in this 4202. I'm platooned with Rochi. We're taking out the Tier 8 new Russian tank. So, whoa, first thing to note, no 360 degree turret on this tank. This is weird. You've got about probably 70 degrees to either side, 80 degrees to either side maybe. So yeah, no 360 degree turret on this bad boy. That's your maximum angle of gun depression right there. No surprise. We have a billion tanks over on this flank. Alright, let's see what this sucker can do. Yeah, it's kind of like an E4 turret. Oh, they can see me, but I lit that bat shot on fire. He's using a premium extinguisher. Okay, so I lit a bat shot on fire, which was pretty cool, but he had a premium extinguisher, so that's not cool at all. Yeah, this tank might be pretty hard to play, I think, actually. So we're firing some long-range shots at M48 Patton. Probably not going to do anything other than maybe detrack him. And let's see where I just got pinned. Okay, straight onto the front hull, and that was an AP shell. I'm getting the hell out of here. The Jagdpanzer E100, 2 Batchats, and lots of peoples. I want to try poking my way around. This is maybe not a good idea, but I'm going to try flanking a little bit, just to at least get spots. Already shooting at me. Got 2 big TDs in front of me. Oh! Yeah, there's a huge TD shooting at me from the town. Just lost like 800 health. Time to get out. Look at that, penned right through my turret. Oh, the tortoise is chasing me. Yeah, that stunk. Did not expect the tortoise to chase. So one of our teammates has just gone blue. Some stupid Russian M48 Patton. He just kills Americans. Something you have to worry about on the test server. Russians team kill North American players. It happens. So Rochi's in a pretty bad spot now, partly because I abandoned him, but partly because we're tier 8s in an all tier 10 battle. Yeah, he's getting rushed by their mediums, but able to give a pretty good account of himself. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. I'm thinking this tank's going to be pretty hard to play, actually. I'm going to pop into the garage and, well, we'll see if we can drive something else in the meantime. Well, rolling the Object 416 on the test server, playing by myself now. Got some pretty serious insomnia. Laid in bed for 4 hours, couldn't fall asleep. So I decided to get up and watch Quickie Baby and play on the test server. So, here we are on the test server. We are in the Object 416, the new Tier 8 Soviet medium. We're in a Tier 9 match, which is pretty cool, because normally if you're in anything that can get with Tier 10s, you will fight all Tier 10s. Excuse me. Now, a couple of interesting things about this tank is it gets the gun of a T-54. It's not actually the same gun, and its performance isn't exactly the same, but it's got the same penetration, the same damage, and similar rate of fire. So you have the penetration and DPM of a T-54, and you've got it on a Tier 8, which is really good. Not a fully rotating turret. That's as far as it turns to both sides. You have almost no gun depression, very little armor, and low HP. So, with bad armor and some weird turret issues, we're expecting mobility and firepower to compensate. And that was a horrible shot, by the way. That is what I'm seeing with this tank. Is it's got good firepower and pretty decent mobility, and it helps when you don't shoot like an idiot, like I just did. So enemy 5916 down. He's like the least dangerous vehicle on their team. Oh, lag spike. But he is dead, so that's cool. We'll definitely take that. Let's see if we can find something to shoot at. Oh, little MX-1390, hello. No! We got an ELC over there, we got an M103 in the middle. I'm thinking it might be time for me to move over near our T-54. I'm stopped in a horrible place, by the way. Horrible, horrible. Lucky to not be dead. I'm heavily banking on the fact that usually no one deploys to this part of the field when they spawn on that side of the map. Let's test the accuracy, shall we? Wow, we hit the tortoise, but we bounced. It must have been a glancing hit. Hello, M103. I can see your turret side from here. Oh, hello, tortoise. So yeah, easily penning the tortoise side armor. We're going to put another shot into his side before he can get out of there, and we got the kill. Kill secured. Righto, let's try and put one through the M103. No, he's backing up too fast. Alright, well, this is a medium tank. Let's get aggressive. I'm trying to get the T-54 to come with me, but yeah, it's up in the air. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Doesn't look like he's going to. That looks like I'm pretty well on my own over here. Well, whatever. Alright, so what I'm going to do now that I'm over here is I'm going to... Oh, crapola. Found a FCM-50T. Not cool. Oh god, getting shot in the butt. Big hit up the butt from God only knows what. FCM is going to kill me. I'm detracked. I do not have repair because this is a brand new tank. How the hell did an FCM 50T bounce that shot? That was just completely troll. Would have been totally cool if that T-54 had come with me, but he did not. Alas, he did not. Well, I don't know if that really showcased this tank very well, but I guess it kind of did. So we'll back out of this one, and we'll get a couple more Object 416 battles later. All right, so we're loading into battle in the Object 416. It's a test server match, and by that I mean I'm going against all tier 10s, and then 2 tier 8s. So woohoo for the test server. Pause for a sip of coffee here. Right, well, this is going to be the last test server match I play with this tank, unless I get, like, insta-jibbed right off the bat by the 215B, you know. If I get insta-jibbed by their TDs and just, like, die in 10 seconds, I'll play another match. But, I don't want to get too many more test matches, because then these videos get really long, even when I have like 5-minute battles where I do nothing. So, and nobody wants to watch 5-minute battles where you do nothing anyway, because it doesn't show what the tank can do. So, hopefully this is a decent match. I don't think I'll be pretty lucky to get anything better than this matchmaker-wise, because it's just so many people come on the test server to play tier 10s. And I can't blame them. I do it a lot. This is actually the first test server build where I haven't just been spamming all the tier 10s that I've never played before. Actually, the only tier 10 I've played this test build is the Object 140, which is unusual for me. Normally I'm, fiddling about with 50 Foch 155 and AMX 50B and Batshats and T110 E3s, although I own an E3 on the live server now, so that can scratch that one off my list. But, oh, lag spike. Okay, we are now the master of our own destiny. I'm looking for a place over here where I can have bush cover. Crap, I was hoping to knock that tree over kind of out into the street. I don't think this tank is going to be worth trying to side scrape in, just because its armor is so terrible, like, everywhere. Let's get rid of that wall. Boop. Okay, let's wait for the dust to settle. I'm over here on the flank, because, frankly, I don't want to take this thing into the main combat action. Unlike that Object 416 on their team, who has no such qualms. In a match as tier 10 heavy as this, I am what we like to call a support tank. And if I could get any shots through these Goram chest-high walls, I could be providing some support. But the chest-high walls here are just cock-blocking the hell out of me, so I'm going to have to move in a little closer to these Death Star TDs that'll one-shot kill me. So I'm not exactly thrilled about that. Looks like the enemy 416 is going to come out near me. Maybe I can kill steal him. Oh, goodness. Oh, shoot it and run. Shoot it and hide. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's looking at me. Tempting fate. Oh, man, I just tempted some serious fate right there. That thing's got a horrible reload. Oh, there's the gun arc on this thing. And I derped my shot because I'm freaking out about gun arcs. So let's wait for the Death Star to come back and try and detrack him and then get away. Oh, there's a T-57 Heavy flanking me. That is not cool at all. And our E4 is driving straight into a T-57 Heavy like an absolute sir. Just well played to you. It's easy to see why our teams get butchered like cattle. Yeah, so there's the Object 140 right there. Somehow I didn't pen. T-57 Heavy is behind me. Oh, good. 215B in front. Object 1. How the heck did that shot bounce off his hull? Alright, whatever. Apparently, the Object 140's armor is made out of magical wish-granting fairies that deflect 201 penetration shots. Yeah, right, okay. So that was cool. That was horrible. Yeah, I'm backing out of this battle right now. I'm thinking, you know, in Tier 8, 9 battles, the 416 is going to be pretty good, and it's going to rip up Tier 7s. It's going to suffer from, I think anyway, that it'll suffer from a problem that actually the Cromwell is really well known for suffering. Just not having the armor to be able to just kind of ignore lower tier tanks. You're still going to have to take their guns seriously while you kill them. Not just, you know, kind of the polar opposite of something like, like a Type 59 or whatever. If you're in a Type 59 and there's Tier 6s shooting at you, you just don't even give them the time of day. They can't hurt you. This thing, I don't think, will be like that. It'll rip through them, but it'll take damage back. So, I think the Object 416 is going to be pretty good, but I also think it's going to be a trick to play. You'll have to get used to the weird turret. You'll have to get used to the no gun depression. You'll have to get used to low HP and no armor. But I think it should actually be a pretty good tank. So until next time, just remember, guys, you can never have enough big guns.